just put this out here? I don't like the woman who wrote Haunting of Adeline. She pushes anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, and there's frankly a lot wrong with her, but we're not gonna go over that because that would probably be 3 hours long, and I don't have time for that. In some things, I do agree that politics shouldn't cloud or take over certain things, but I feel like there's a line we have to draw at one point. And that line is when it messes with people's lives. Like, I'll give y'all an example. Some people believe that we should be able to elect people from, in the Supreme Court, in the cabinet, and all that other stuff. Some people think that we should not, elect them, that they should be picked within the government, which is what happens with those positions. Or some people believe that you should be able to own property, like land and houses. Some people believe that everything should be communal. Those are political beliefs that, you can disagree on them, and it's not going to make a big deal because, frankly, it's not something that affects people's lives all that much. Now, people who are against abortion, who are homophobic, who are transphobic, racist, every ist in the book, And if y'all are fine going to bed with those motherfuckers, y'all are fine with all that too. Which is something that I believe, and I say this like in the most harmless way possible, that a lot of white people don't realize is their life experience is also going to be very different from the life experience of someone who is not white. Because while there are similarities in struggles, like gender-based struggles, there are things that they're never going to understand, and things we will never understand. And that's just how things are. So, of course, to someone who has lived in a place where they essentially just have to fight to be validated and fight to get anything, of course that person's going to have a more flighty response than someone who does not ever have to go through that. And being in an interracial relationship, that's what I've seen. I've seen a lot of cluelessness, like genuine ignorance that could be corrected with education. But at this point, I'm not going to do that because I do not owe anybody my time or my attention. There is plenty of resources and plenty of other videos of people talking about things like this. I'm not going to bother correcting them. So, there's that. Obviously, I can't decide who is going to read or who's not going to read my book or what kind of beliefs they're going to have. But I do know that I'm going to give my money to people that have similar beliefs to mine, or at least don't have crappy ones.